Why are there empty houses or buildings in Abuja, in the FCT? This is a very common question that a whole lot of persons have asked me in my years of selling real estate here in Abuja, and I want to use this video to answer that question. If you're someone who is looking to invest in Abuja, or you have already invested, then this particular video is for you. If you want to make money from the real estate sector in Abuja, then you should watch this particular video to the very end, because in this video I'll be answering that question as it relates to why houses are empty in Abuja. My name is Raymond Ijoma, and I am the lawyer who loves real estate. Or if you like, the real estate entrepreneur who uses law and real estate as a tool in building wealth for myself and my clients all over the world. And of course, this video is brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd, real estate company right here in Abuja, and we are committed to helping you build wealth through real estate. And yes, we don't just share strategic investment opportunities with you, we also educate so that you know how to safely and rightly invest in the real estate sector here in the FCT or its environment. So let's get right into the conversation. And before I forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment, and be a part of this family so that you don't miss out on the amazing content that we share on this YouTube channel. So let's get right into the conversation. Why are there empty houses in Abuja, in the FCT? And the answer to the question is very, very simple. It is rooted in economics. It is in the conversation around demand and supply. For some reasons, because the FCT is the seat of power, a lot of wealthy people are here, a lot of powerful people are here, people who have money, and it feels like they don't know what to do with the money. Or on the other hand, they have the money and they just want to build whatever they feel like. Now, part of the problems that I've realized in business is that some persons want to start business, some persons want to have ideas or generate ideas, or may have been inspired to have some ideas based on what they like, not based on real problems, not based on solving real problems based on real data. That right there is a problem that we have had in Nigeria, and more specifically in the real estate sector in Abuja. As I speak to you, there are a whole lot of persons who are looking for houses to rent. In fact, one of the most difficult things to do in Abuja, whether you are relocating or you are moving from one house to another, is getting a house to rent. So where then is the problem? The problem is in the fact that people who invest or build those houses are not building or supplying based on the demand element of the FCT. In fact, the answer to this very question is one of the reasons why rent is expensive in the FCT. Because number one, not many persons are supplying what the city is asking for. The people who live in the city are asking for. Number two, a lot of persons are not able to even supply at all. And because of this, there is more demand than supply for affordable houses in Abuja. What people are looking for and they are asking for every day: number one, 1-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment. These are the core demand for real estate in Abuja. Of course, 4-bedroom terrace duplex also comes in, sometimes 3-bedroom terrace duplex. But the moment you are crossing into the realm of 5 bedrooms, then you are leaving the realm of the demand quotient of the real estate sector in the FCT. This is the reason why anywhere around the central area, if you are looking to rent a 2-bedroom apartment, you are looking at the upward of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 million naira, depending on the location, and even more. 1-bedroom apartments, on the other hand, are going for as high as 4, 5 million naira, depending on the location. In fact, by 18 months ago, you could get 2-bedroom apartment in some locations within the central area for 3 million, 4 million, and those locations right now, for you to get 2-bedroom apartment, you should be looking at the upward of 6.5 to 7 million naira. That is the reality right now. And the reason again is because there is more demand than supply. So if you're an investor or you have money, you don't build what you like. You build what the market is asking for. You build what the people are asking for, what they need. And if you supply that need, you will definitely be making or positioning yourself to make a whole lot of money. Based on my experience of selling real estate and developing, if I'm to give you hierarchy as relates to the highest demand, I would say 2 bedrooms. For example, our Havana group that we're building right now on off plan, 2-bedroom apartments are already completely sold out. In fact, we have entered a second unit to begin to start building for our clients because the demand for two-bedroom is very high. And that is also because people who want to rent for two-bedroom, they are also very high. And at that point, two bedrooms are key if you want to invest in real estate for rental purposes. And number two, the three-bedroom apartments. And these are for people who maybe are beginning to expand their family or they just move from one city to another. And of course, number three is a one-bedroom apartment. And number four would be the four-bedroom terrace duplexes. And of course, for those that have money, then you can begin to go towards a five-bedroom detached, six-bedroom, seven-bedroom mansions, and all of that. And because of all of this, there is a huge opportunity in the real estate sector in Abuja for those who are able to begin to supply the need of this sector. In fact, you will agree with me that it's no longer news that the major issue moving to Abuja or living in Abuja is rent, accommodation. If you can begin to supply that need, join the chain of those who supply that need, supply and meet that demand, trust me, you can never see or have your house being empty. In fact, you become a major player and you'll be cashing out real time with huge returns on investment. And if you're interested in any of these, of course, you can key into our Vanilla Grove today or any of our off-plan opportunities that have one bedroom, two bedroom, three bedroom, as well as four bedroom duplex. Of course, we also have now another initiative which makes us have two-bedroom terrace apartment, one unit on the ground floor and another unit up. So if you're interested, do reach out to the number showing right on your screen. So the answer to the question is very simple. The reason why houses or some houses are empty in Abuja is because they are not supplying the need. They are not meeting the demand of what the sector, what the city is asking for. When next you want to start building or you want to build, consider supplying what people need and be rest assured that you will never have your house empty in this Abuja.